Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Flix and Giggles. I am DJ Keo.
And I am Basil Barrington, and we are back with another film review. I should say a series review.
Series,
And we are
series review.
series review. We are talking about Silo, season number 3, episode 2. It's all good. I can't even do an IMDb, Keo, because there's no rating.
Yeah, I know. I ain't seen anything yet. I looked. I was like, what? Okay, all right. Maybe a
Rotten
day later.
Tomatoes
Because it,
doesn't
it
even
just
have
came out
one.
just now.
Yeah, it just came out,
Yeah,
dude. I
it
just
just
finished
came out. So
watching it like
it'll
about
probably be out tomorrow.
yeah, there'll be some ratings and whatnot. But
Mhm.
we are on season episode number 2, and okay, so you see now that they're
Mhm.
going back to the real world, coming back to Silo, going
Yeah.
back. They had a nice little twist in here this time with this little center that the old boy's sister is at with the weird
Yeah.
doctors. What's up with
Yeah.
that?
Dude, wait. Having a doctor hang out in front waiting for you is wild, right? That is wild. That's the first clue. Oh, something's wrong here. Because normally you gotta wait half an hour, 45 minutes looking at some old magazines. That dude was out in the he's out in the lobby like, hey,
Yep,
yeah,
I'm the
this guy,
doctor.
yeah,
But you notice, did you notice like when the reporter had um the naval
there's
pilot,
Helen,
something
Helen
like
Drew or
that.
something like that. Yeah,
There
yeah.
was another guy, an older gentleman, like just
Mhm.
like I guess on like he was looking over at them. And it wasn't the doctor, it was someone else, right? And
Yeah,
I
it's somebody else paying attention.
right, and I saw this guy
Wild.
before, like last, like during the last episode or something like that. They had like
Mhm.
a little clip, like at the end, and I was like, "Who is this guy? This guy looks very intriguing. I don't know what's going on with this guy, dude."
Yeah, it's the camera angle is like over his
Yes,
shoulder.
right.
You can
Yep.
see his
Mm-hmm.
back of his head, and he's
Yep.
watching the reporter and the sister.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that he's the one like, "Oh, no, we gotta arrest this lady right now.
Yeah,
Go call this in. Get this guy out here. Yo, deal with your sister, bro." Like, that's what happened. So he's
dude.
clearly somebody important. We're gonna see later on, probably in the next couple of shows.
Let
We'll
me
see who that is.
let me ask you this because I was telling you about a theory last week. I said, "Hey, you
Mhm.
know what? When they sent those planes out there, like into they basically sent the planes out into the nanotech. They sent that. They did that,
Yeah,
right?
they did that on purpose.
They
Yeah,
did
they
that
sent
on
them there.
purpose, right?
Yeah.
So now we know that yes, this is something it seems like this is something that was created by humans. The government sent these planes out there just to see how they would react. Do you think
Which
that
wild.
do you think that they knew one pilot would survive? Do you think that?
I don't think she was supposed to survive. I think everybody's supposed to die, then that would be the cause for, hey, we're gonna go do some stuff for
Mhm.
retaliation of the thing that happened
Right.
before. I
Mhm.
think that's what it was. And she's not supposed to survive. So because she survived and everybody knows that she survived, they can't do anything with her. So the easiest method was just we'll swipe her mind. She
Right.
can't remember anything. And we'll,
But here's
we'll
something
just
else too
right.
that they
Yeah.
introduced. The reporter said, like, she was talking to the naval pilot, and she was basically saying, well, she
Mhm.
told the congressman that they had sent those 4 jets out there, and they had bunker busting bombs.
Yeah.
So the other theory is, okay, maybe the nanotech was created by humans, or maybe it's some like alien stuff, and they're just like maybe there's a something underground and they wanted to like kill this alien or whatever. It's just like I don't
Mhm.
know what it is, but I'm very intrigued in knowing exactly how this materialized like over time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, because the thing about it was like a cloud. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It was just a little bit, and then I was like, it's a lot. It's like a huge area. Think about fighter jet, how vast it flies, how
Yeah.
quick it flies, and
Hmm.
how vast the area would be for it.
Yeah.
And it covered the whole area like a huge cloud, like a storm.
Dude, it
So
covered
yeah,
their
you gotta think
radar
a lot.
joint too. You know, the radar screen, it completely covered it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And the other thing that was interesting was they said the pilot, the sister, she said that they told them to take out their radar system
Yep.
and whatever
Put,
technology and just keep
mhm.
a basic
Put
ham
in some
radio,
analog
which
joint.
is
Uh-huh.
crazy.
Yep.
Yeah. They said get rid of all our stuff.
Mhm.
So you can't track it, you don't know where it is,
You
you don't know
can't
what it's
record it.
doing, you
Exactly.
can't record it. All the stuff that in the fighter jet would have, like the computer stuff, They just had the
Wow.
basic radar and whatever. But like the fact that they told them to take it out beforehand means that this was supposed to go down. They were not supposed to survive this thing because you without those kind of radios or whatever that computer technology, if the plane crashed, you would be able to figure out what happened.
Yeah, the black
You would have the
box. You
black
got the
box,
black
yeah.
box. Yeah, yeah.
So if they told them to take all this stuff out, like you're
Dude,
flying blind. That's crazy.
analog in that joint, I'm telling you. Let me ask you this here without like I know you have some knowledge of the books, right? But
Mhm.
what do you think this thing is, this nanotech is? What do you think that is? We know it's nanotech. We know it.
Yeah, yeah. I okay. I think that maybe a country developed it
Hmm.
and they're using it. Most likely, America developed it, and they're testing it out in the field. And I think it's the precursor to get people into the silos in the first place. I think it's the technology they use because they're basically knowing this thing is out there, it just kills people like that. Like it would be enough to get people panicked. So the dirty bomb argument about in DC, it would be something that get people panicked to be like, we got to go underground or whatever. We got to get away from this thing. So, and in the fear of, well, where is it coming from? Who's doing it? All that fear stuff would get people to easily go down into the silos, no questions asked, and just be happy that they're there, and you don't have to worry about them. So, my biggest question about this from the whole book is why? Why do they want them in the silos in the first place? That's the question I don't have. I
Yeah.
have no idea because like what's the other show that is kind of the same thing?
Fallout. Fallout.
Fallout, yeah. In Fallout, they had an argument to get them in there. They're selling the bunkers,
Yeah.
like so. People are buying the bunkers. They're just trying to get them in there. What's the reason for the silo bunkers? Like, what is the reason to get them in those? And who's in them? I don't know. That I don't know.
Right. And if Fallout was like just a loosely based on the Silo books too, maybe I don't know,
Well, I
right?
don't know. No, Fallout. I think Fallout was out before.
Oh, really?
Fallout's old because
Yeah.
it's an old computer game.
Oh,
I think
right.
it's out in
Okay.
the 90s.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
I think it's
Yeah,
in the
I don't know
90s.
what
Yeah.
the nanotech is all about, but I'm very interested in it. And the other thing is, nanotech is, I mean, do you think that the nanotechs at some point could like, just start developing themselves and just like become rogue and just like
Well,
say, hey,
it
you
can
know
go out of
what?
control
Yeah.
because it's got to be using AI or something like that to
Right.
do it. So
Exactly. Yeah.
it's a possibility it gets out of control and they're just like, "F it, we gotta go to these
Yo,
silos." That's
dude.
possible too.
That may be possible, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know
Yeah,
how they're in
yeah.
the silos and this, that, and the other, but it's very crazy. But let's go to the silo actually. Oh, before we go to the silo,
Mhm.
in episode 1, the congressman went to a senator's office and he wanted to be on this committee.
Yeah,
That
for the
that
bombing.
right,
Yeah.
that senator, she knows a lot more about this nanotech
Oh, she knows
because
everything, man.
she knows everything, right?
The fault.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. Because once his sister was like, "Oh, someone is still alive," she was the one who
Mhm.
suggested that he goes out to send her out to
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah,
the
we'll take care
Stein
of
or
her, like,
whatever. Exactly, and I'm
that's
just like,
shenanigans right there.
"Yo, dude,
Yeah, yeah.
it's gonna be crazy and whatnot." So if we go to the silos,
Mhm.
if we go back to silo, your girl Jules, that memory's coming back. And oh, girl, the woman we were trying to remember, her name isn't Shirley, it's Martha, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So Martha was like completely pissed off because because Jules does not remember anything. You know what I'm saying? It's just like
Dude,
crazy.
everybody's that's the part I don't get. Everybody's mad at her. It's not her fault. Like
Right.
you got the system working against her. They're like, how dare she fall victim to this? The whole system working against her. That's so wild to me. That all of her friends, all the people that she used to be close with,
Mhm.
that helped her do all this stuff, they're treating her like garbage right now.
Yep.
Except who's the guy? He's the only one that's talking normal because he understands the situation that everything's going on
Which
right
guy?
now.
The guy with
But like,
the scruffy beard guy?
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. The hold on, I can't remember his name.
The guy who's
Uh,
dating the black
he does.
woman.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
dude.
Mhm.
He very clearly he's the only person that's like, I get what's going on.
Yeah.
Even
Mhm.
the Patrick Kennedy guy, he gets what's going on.
Yeah.
All the girls are like, we hate you right now. You dummy! Like, how could you forget us? Like, that's
Yo,
crazy. Like, it's not her fault.
but um they I mean, I can see why they're angry because they want her to say that yes, I was outside and I
Yeah,
did
they
come
try to
back
go
in.
outside. Yeah, for
Right,
sure.
uh-huh.
'Cause
You
that's the
know,
Patrick Kennedy storyline. Is that
mhm,
you were outside? It's all good. We can leave here.
right. Mhm,
You gotta say it's good so we can all leave. And that's the problem with So I think personally, this is my opinion, it's
mhm,
not based on the books or anything like that.
mhm.
I think the nanotech is around the silos, around the entrance of each of the silos.
Wow.
And so you could leave if you can get past that area and then you'll be good for outside.
Mhm.
I don't think outside is a barren wasteland of nuclear war or whatever.
Yeah,
I
no.
think most likely once you get past the silos, everything's normal or at least decent.
Mhm,
It would probably be bad, but it won't be as bad as this, the way they're presenting it. And I
mhm.
think you just got to get past the silos and wherever that nanotech thing is, just in that circle for right by the doors of
Yeah.
each of the silos. So
And
there's like 50 something silos or whatever. I think it's each around each one of those. And that's it.
and remember when she went out, she had the better tape, remember?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, yeah.
And that helped. She had the new
Mhm,
helmet and she had the fireman suit and better tape.
right.
And so it was good. Well,
She's
coming back in, that's what she had. But
yeah.
going out, she had better tape in the
She had
first
the better
place.
tape. Now, when she
Yeah.
got scooped up by the one of the police officers, then they
Mhm.
brought her down to see Kennedy and everything. Old girl said, she said, "There's nothing out there. You can't go out." And she said, "Yes, because that's what they're feeding you. That's what they're showing you, right?" And I'm just like,
Mhm.
"Oh crap, that is so true, right?" And
This is the thing. This is the crazy part about this show.
mhm,
So the real life is supposed to be barren wasteland, but the people put the helmet on. They see green skies or blue skies. Everything's great.
right,
Why? Why
hmm
do that? I can
it's
never figure out. That's the thing that bugs me. I say bugs me, but that's one of the things that I got questions about. Why feed them? Everything's great outside, but I think because you want them to clean. If they see it's barren wasteland, they're not gonna clean. They're just gonna be like, "Oh, screw it. What am we gonna do now?"
I can't come
Right?
back
But
in. You
if
know
you,
what I'm saying?
yeah, if you see green sky, blue skies out there, and
Hmm
green grass and everything like that, and birds, you be like, "I gotta go clean. Everyone's got to see this. Like,
Right.
look outside." Maybe that's the argument for why, but like, I don't know.
But
It's
your
kind of
your helmet
confusing.
still has like video in it showing you like a decrepit wasteland. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. And the thing is, too, all the people that's gone out to clean, it has to be like maybe 100 people right now. They've
From
gone out
that
to clean.
silo, yeah. Hmm
Yeah, for how many helmets do they have? Nobody goes back and says, "Yo, we gotta grab these helmets and charge them back up. You guys put these new helmets on." Like, how many helmets do they have to get rid of like that? There has
And
to be at least 100 people that died going
and
out
and
over
don't
300
forget
years.
exactly, and don't forget like last season when Jules did go out, or when she was
Mhm.
coming back to her regular silo,
Yeah, she
she
stepped over bodies, man.
she stepped over like skeletons, heads, and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
straight
yeah,
up,
it's
yeah. And I was
bodies.
just,
Yeah.
and it wasn't like 100; it was hundreds, thousands.
It was
And
a
I was
lot.
just
Well,
like,
I think that was from the
wow.
Silo 17.
Oh,
I
the
think that's what
rebellion.
that
Yeah, the
was.
rebellion.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yep.
But like even still, 18 had a lot of it had to have a lot of people over the 350 years that have
Right.
gone outside. It's got to be a high number.
The correlation, like we were talking offline, the correlation again when she was in that room with Kennedy and everything, they were like,
Mhm.
they were basically telling her like how the silo does things with medicines. They give you these vitamins to like just keep you like just your memory and everything. So now we
Mhm.
know that that's what the actual those doctors have been doing in the real world, and they're about to do that with the naval pilot. And I'm like, okay, everything is
Mhm.
connecting here, right? It's starting to connect, right? And
I mean, this is the start of everything. Is from
this
this
this is yeah,
current day.
yo, and dude, they have cameras all up and down her apartment, huh?
Boy, I can't live like that, man. I'll be
She doesn't
honest.
even know. She
A
doesn't
camera
even
there
know.
in the bathroom, like, this
Exactly.
is crazy.
I mean, and here's the goofy thing too, right?
Mhm.
So, they said, listen, are they giving you vitamins? And she's like, yes. And now she knows. And we
Mhm.
also know that with these vitamins, you get to keep your new memories, not your
Mhm.
old ones, right? So
Yeah, it just
they put
starts
it
whenever you lose it,
right.
from here on out, you're good. But
Exactly. So
before
they
that,
told her about
kinda
the
yeah.
vitamins, and she's like, "Oh, okay, right." So she spit out, right? She spit
Mhm.
out the vitamins, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah, she
with
stopped
the
taking them.
cameras in the apartment, why didn't they just see that? They had to bring a doctor in there and like do something with the drain and just see like what was going on. I mean, like, what are they
What
gonna
was
do
it?
now?
What did she find in the dream? It was a piece of paper or was it
No,
pills?
dude, she found the pill. Yeah, one of the pills didn't go down.
Okay, alright. So,
Yeah,
yeah, I don't this is the thing, I don't know, because like, after because she's taking a lot of pills every day, and you've
lots
got
of
2 more weeks
vitamins,
of that, like, 14 days of that? She's gotta
and
be taking,
then
like, 5, 6 pills.
right, and they're basically saying
That's
if this doesn't take, then we gotta get rid of your
yeah, yeah,
your monkey
yeah.
behind, dude, for real. And
Shenanigans, yeah.
oh, and here's the other thing. So if they do have to get rid of her,
Mhm.
they also need to wipe the memories of everyone in the silo.
Yeah. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Yeah, so say, like, it's a race
Wow,
against the clock
dude.
here.
This
She's
is
gotta
crazy.
if she discovers more information, she's gonna hit that red line and then just, like, erase it.
Gotta get rid of
They're
her,
setting it up. Yeah,
you
they're said
know?
these guys bring this is the other part with the silo that sucks. There's no elevators. These guys
None.
gotta carry these barrels up there,
Hmm. Yo,
That sucks.
that's definitely by design for real.
Yeah,
Because
you
it
can't have
like
people moving up and down like that. It's gotta be a
right.
chore to move up.
They just it's like, okay, you're in the lowers, you're in the mids, you're in the uppers. It's rare that
Mhm.
I wonder how fly the uppers are though. I wonder if they have like really
They're
great
nicer.
restaurants. Yes.
Of
You
course, at the
know,
top is always nicer, man.
right, exactly. Nice restaurants, lounges, like ultra lounges and everything, DJs and the whole nine. When the police came in and like broke down the door and like, no one was
Mhm.
there, but they
Yeah, they
did
found
find
the
the
exit.
secret.
They
Yeah.
had a hole in the
Where does
wall.
that go to, dude?
Well, here's the thing: in the first episode in season 3, the first episode, that guy that digs the tunnels, he's like, these tunnels go everywhere. They're all over
Hmm.
the place.
Yeah.
He's like, they just go around in the circle. They're all over the place. So clearly, there's a lot of escape tunnels and stuff over the 300 years
Yeah.
that people have dug, and if you know, you gotta know which door to go to get out. That's how the Kennedy guy disappears because
Yeah.
they've been looking for him for the last like 4 months,
Been in the
three
tunnels,
four months.
dude.
Yeah, he's been in the tunnels chilling.
So they also know that, hey, you know what, this Lucas guy, we got to find this Lucas guy. He knows a lot. I mean, he was
And
talking
here's
to
the
the
question:
AI, remember?
yeah, yeah, he was there because he was the shadow, right?
Yeah.
So the question is, where is he? So because the
He's in the
Tim's wife
tunnels.
is in the main thing, right?
Yeah.
She's in the AI area where he was before.
Hmm.
So where'd he go?
I
What
think he went.
happened?
I think he went through that big door. I think he went through that.
Oh,
Remember
that's
he came up
right.
on
He
that
went
big
through the
door.
door. That's
I think he
right. He
did.
did
I
go
think
through
he
the
went
door.
because they were like, there's something down there. I think that big door is a passage to the
I
other
think that goes.
silos.
I think that goes to Silo One. That's
Oh,
where that
really?
goes.
Wow.
Yeah, I would. It would make sense because he's in the know, right? He knows
Hmm.
he's part of the system now.
Yeah.
I think they were like, "Hey, you come out. You can go back to your life, or they would say we're gonna kill you or go through the door." He went through the door, and he's at Silo One. I This my argument. I think he's at Silo One now.
One of the AI voice sounds like a voice I've heard before, like in the first, like
Mhm.
in last week's episode. It wouldn't
Yeah,
surprise me if like if that voice belongs to one of the doctors or maybe even a congressman. You just never know.
it could be.
Yeah.
Well, I do think that they're waking people up, and they're real people on the mic. Those are
Mhm.
real people.
Now,
It's
when you
not
say
AI.
waking people up, what do you mean? Like they put people in stasis or something?
Yeah, so I think there's a rotation of people from Silo One that are
Wow.
going to sleep. You got your job for like 2 years or whatever. You go to sleep. They got the next rotation. They come in 2 years. Those people go to sleep. Next rotation. That's what I think it
like
is.
like tours
Because
of duty.
Silo One would be there in the know. All
Hmm.
the other silos, they're generations of people that don't know anything now. So that's the only way you can maintain this thing with the original people. They got to
Hmm.
put them to sleep. That's the only
Wow.
way. There is no other way.
Wow, that's crazy. So And why do you think she wanted to go to the cafeteria and just look at the screen, and then she did, she did the same thing that her and Lucas were
Because
talking about?
that's what, remember, like, was it season 2? She was talking to the Lucas.
Yeah. Hmm.
She That's what he was doing. He was looking at the stars
Hmm.
and he was figuring out, like, this is not right.
Yeah.
The, the mathematics on the stars are not right. Something's off here. And he looked at it. I think this is like a something or memory jogging in her that's making
Hmm.
her go like, "Oh,
Yep.
gotta look
Hmm.
at the stars, man. I can get back to normal." Something like that. Because she's told the police officer like, "Hey, I need some food." He got down there. And she's just she's out here like,
Right.
so it's something. I think something jogged your memory, and she's like, she remembers more than she's saying she does. That's what
How
I
do you
think is going on.
how do you think they will administer the vitamins to her, because now they know that she may just spit some out? You think they'll just give her water to, like, to
No,
contaminate
I
her
think
system?
they're gonna do a mass thing because they brought up the
Hmm.
barrels of the vitamins.
Yeah.
They brought them in, so I think they're gonna put them in the food and the water and just knock everybody out and start over from scratch.
Vitamin D plus. The good
It's
stuff.
something.
The
Yeah,
good
yeah.
stuff, dude. Do you think that see, okay, this episode here, did it
Mhm.
move the needle any?
I think this episode was more so kind of bridging the gap from the
Hmm.
past to the present.
Yeah.
So I think it was kind of explaining like this is how we got here. This is who's responsible for it. And so like it's more about trying to fill in the gaps for the story, because like the story starts in the silo, we don't know anything.
Yep.
We kind of got pieced together, there's other stuff, there's other silos,
Hmm.
other things are going on here, and now there's a room with AI and they got a bunch of stuff in there. There's books, there's a bunch of things in there. We
Hmm.
know that it's got food. So we're piecing together this little thing to fill in the story. So I think that this season 2 or season 3 is gonna help fill in the gaps for a bunch of stuff about why this thing happened and why they're down there in the first place. Because that's the one thing we don't know. We have no
Right.
clue about that.
Right.
So
Right.
I
Right.
think
Right.
that's what this is.
So is this the second book or the third book?
I think this is the second book. The first book was the first 2 seasons,
Okay. Cool.
and
Okay.
the
So
3rd
they're not
season would
gonna.
be probably the
Okay.
second book. But, like,
Hmm.
for TV, they've jumped around and meshed some of the stuff together
Hmm.
because a lot of stuff doesn't happen in the right order from
Okay.
what I understand, so, yeah.
Yeah, man. This is a
We'll see.
fascinating show. It just keeps you thinking, man. We are talking about Silo, season number 3, episode number 2. It's all good. Kia, what are you gonna rate
Mhm.
this episode?
I'm sticking with my 9.5
Because
because
you
like,
want
it's
more.
great. No, this is the thing. I do want more, right? I
Mhm.
do want more. I like we're filling the gaps with the past and everything like that.
Mhm.
But like, we were talking offline. I would pay money just to stream this thing all one time. Like, I don't
I
want to
would.
wait.
I
I
would.
hate waiting, man.
I would. How much would
I
you
just
pay if
want
they
episode
said, "Hey,
go.
here's all episodes. Here's the whole season." Like $50?
Yeah, I'll pay $50 just to be like, hey, yo, let's knock this thing out, man.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Mhm.
I don't want to wait because it's done. You're finished filming it. You edited it already. Just
Right.
go with this thing, man.
That
I don't know.
actually, you know what? That's actually a really great model that some streaming services, for extra revenues, some streaming
Mhm.
services should like really consider that. Um
Yeah.
I'm going to give this episode a 10 because man, just the way they are connecting the dots very strategically. And I said this
Mhm.
offline, this season, this episode actually was very demonic, dude. Very
Yeah, this
demonic.
episode's wild, man.
You know what I'm
This episode's
saying? And like
wild.
it was a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
loopy, definitely
Mhm.
demonic. It's just like, I mean, I still want to know, like, why kill people? I mean, because they're in this, how can they, if they get out, so what? The nanotech is gonna kill them. You know what I'm
Well, the
saying?
problem is, because here's the thing: you don't want people to feel like, oh, we just leave anytime we want. Like, you want it to be, it's a miserable experience if we leave. We're gonna die in front of everybody. I'll lose my family. You need a good reason to keep people inside the thing, because it's not getting them to leave is not the problem. It's to make them want to stay, because like people's attitude is different about staying, because they feel better about life staying rather than going out to the unknown. So you have to make it so people do not want to go outside.
Yeah.
You have to keep that.
True
Otherwise, all
indeed.
things will fall apart, man.
Yeah. Well, Keo gave it a 9.5 again because he wants more.
I
I
want more,
gave it
damn it.
I gave it a 10, and this is Silo, and this is just going to be interesting. We have like 8 more episodes to go. It's going to be crazy, man. It's going to be crazy. Well, there you have it. Thanks for checking out another episode of Flix and Giggles. I am Basil Barrington.
I am DJ Keo.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And until next time, peace.
All right.